Hi, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and this is my review for, um, for the movie I Spill Your Guts. Yeah. The writer, director, producer, James Balsamo, got in touch with me and asked me if I would review this movie. I'll say this. It's somewhat of an original idea. It's got a cool premise, but in my opinion, it lacks focus. He tried to tell a decent story. I'll say that. I did like the idea of the story and the idea behind the story, but it just seemed like getting from point A to point B was a good effort, but I think it could have been just a little bit better if he developed the characters just a little bit more. Because there were people in here I saw like once, and I didn't really feel that I was supposed to really care about them, but when they're gone, it's like, okay. So character development was just a little off, and the major thing that kind of bugged me is that there was way too much music in this movie. He's got about 40 speed metal thrash bands that he's licensed music from, just everybody, Cannibal Corpse and just everything. And here's a list of some of them: Cannabis Corpse, In Strict Confidence, The Meatmen, FKU, Bloodsucking Zombies from Outer Space, Ghoul, Suffocation. I mean, he would show a scene, and something would happen in that scene, and then they would go to the next scene, and in between that scene and the next scene, it would be blaring like music by Suffocation, and then they'd go into the next scene, and it was like there were like these little snippets of music, and they showed they showed like a concert where one of them went with where the main character that was being chased down went to meet another character, and it's okay, but I mean, it was just a little much. I say cut it to half the amount of bands that you had in this movie, cut out about half the music, and it would seem a little more better. Just for lack of a better word, it was an okay movie. I would give this. Well, it's not 2 chainsaws. I'm sorry, it's not even an average film. It's just under an average film. I'd give it like 1 3/4 chainsaws out of 4. The gore, the really cool gore, doesn't show up till like towards the end. And this is the unrated version. You do get nudity. I'll say that, which is kind of cool. He's got everybody in this movie too. Debbie Rochon shows up in it for a scene. Lloyd Kaufman shows up for it. Tim Ritter, the man who in 1987 made the movie Killing Spree, and then in the 90s he made the other movie Creep. So Tim Ritter's in this. The director. I said this in another review not too long ago, that I respect directors that direct, write, and produce. And I do respect this guy because he also direct, writes, produce, and acts in it. He plays the bad guy. He plays Dennis Berkowitz. Berkowitz, yes, we all recognize that name, don't we? If you're around in the 70s and you watch the news, you don't know that you know that David Berkowitz was the son of Sam. Well, a lot of people in this movie either have last names that are related to horror icons like Bava Corman, or they have last names like serial killer names like Berkowitz and Gacy. You know, so Balls Mahoney shows up in it. He's a pro wrestler, which is kind of cool. One of the members of GWAR is in this, which is cool. It's nice that he got all these people, but it just needed a little bit tighter storytelling. I mean, if this is, I'm not sure, but if this is his first attempt, I congratulate you for being a first attempt. You actually got the movie to edit together and run like an hour and a half, which there are some people that are on their fourth movie that only some of the movies only last like about 80 minutes. So that, I gotta say, good job. You know, I did like this is the bad guy. This is the killer. This is Berkowitz, and I love the mask that he wears. It's a star-spangled, you know, hoodie, and he refers to himself earlier in the thing as the American Executioner, which is a very cool name. I mean, there are certain things about this that are just very, very cool. So like I said, I would give it 1 3/4 chainsaws out of 4. I want to see this guy continue and go on and try more stuff, because I think this guy's got something that shows in here if he would just focus it and get it tighter, and you know, just kind of like get the story all smoothed out before he goes out and makes the movie. And then when he edits it together, kind of sit down and just try to make it a more cohesive storyline than what we got here. It's not the worst thing. It's not the best thing. Like I said, it's 1 3/4 chainsaws out of 4 chainsaws. I'll leave the link below. And I'm the 13th Wolfman. I'm on the prowl.